Welcome, Julien.
Thank you.
So nice to have you here on the podcast.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, my pleasure. Nice to have met you, nice to have connected, nice to meet
indeed.
people living an unconventional life. So what does it mean for you to live an unconventional life?
Oh, that's a big word. Unconventional, I think there's not much unconventional in my term because I'm just living what it is. I'm just living what I think is right for me. Not asking myself too much questions, and I just play with what rings the bell, and what driving me. And I'm trying to not to listen to anyone, basically. Yeah, it's just to listen deeply what I really like and just go for it.
Yeah.
Whatever it's happening,
Yeah.
Never look back, never regrets, just go for it. If you think that's what you want to do, that's what I do. That's what I like to
Yeah, that's beautiful advice.
Yeah.
I think conceptually that is such a beautiful, beautiful thing. But I think as well in today's day and age, there's such a thing of that people don't know how to listen to this inkling inside of them that's guiding them in a specific direction, or that's suggesting maybe one thing or another, or that's kind of a driving force forward instead of getting stuck somewhere or getting stuck looking back in the past. How does that guiding force feel for you? And how could people connect more to that in a world where it's hard to find your passion?
Well, we're so conditioned, first of all, by parents and friends and society and schools and what's normal, what's not normal.
Yeah.
So I think, first of all, you have to discard all of that to rebuild yourself. Just forget what you've been told and taught, basically.
Yeah.
And start from scratch and listen deeply to yourself. Take moment for yourself by walking, by meditating. That's what I've been doing, basically. That's when it's all started, I guess, yeah. It's just taking time for yourself and see what you really like, what's driving you. And yeah, they condition everything. The conditionment from your parents mainly, I think, is the big main issue at first. Because we tend to follow what we've been told to do, what is good for you, and it's comfortable. Like it's easy. It's just so hard to get out of comfort. It's your comfort zone.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
how you do that? I think first of all, you need to have a strong will of freedom.
Exactly. I was actually just about to say that, and I was thinking about this yesterday in the sense that it's so easy. It's really easy when you just go along with what other people are telling you to do, even in the sense of religion. Like if you're a part of a religion, you don't necessarily have to have your own morals and values. You just get them handed to you and you're like, oh yeah, I'll just follow these things.
Yeah.
But outside of that, if you want a high level of freedom, you have to decide these things for yourself. And that level of responsibility can be terrifying sometimes, I think, to discard all of the conditioning and then it's like, now what?
Yeah, and know what? Yeah, what's going on? But now you live, basically.
Exactly.
And now you actually rise and take actions and be responsible and dare to do things, Yeah. That's by being responsible and being courageous, basically. You become to be free. Yeah. Being responsible.
Being responsible.
I think, and have a lot of courage. It takes a lot of courage at first to discard of what you've been told, what you think is right for you, and it is terrifying what you do. But once you launch, oh my God, the sense of
you
freedom
can't go back.
No, it's impossible. You lose a lot of friends and people you knew before, but you become what you truly are, and you met so many beautiful friends, along the way.
Yeah, exactly.
And people who think alike. So that motivate you. You know what you're on the right path. You know that you're doing the right thing because it's ringing to people. It's ringing to you. It's just the sense of freedom is like, wow. Yeah.
And the more free you get, the more free you get. Like it's like almost a never-ending thing, and you're like, oh wow, surely this is it. Like this is the pinnacle. But then it gets even better. And you're like,
stop at one stage. Yeah, it's nothing lasts. Everything is so impermanent, and we live in these permanent things, thinking we're never gonna die. We're never gonna, and we constantly live like this, but we completely forget everything can finish now, can finish tomorrow or tonight. Yeah. We have to remember that.
Completely.
Just go ahead. So you can die tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. And it's such a refreshing attitude, I think, in the sense that, it is the thing of impermanence, and also just like really being able to see when it's time to let go of something. And I think this is something that you have a particular gift for, in the sense that you can build up something and have a passion in your life and follow something that you're so passionate about, and let it become something, like give your heart and soul to it and let it become something big. And then in the moment where it's time to let that thing go, you seem to have such a knack for just like letting things go and then like starting
Yeah.
again from scratch and then just letting it be a reinvention, you know? Like
Never be attached, because
Yeah.
if you start being attached, that's when you close yourself into something. You think that's going to be permanent, it's going to be the things you're going to be doing for the rest of your life, but nothing lasts. Like
Yeah.
everything disappears very quickly. So while it's there, you're just enjoying it, but
Yeah.
in the back of your head, you know that it might end up, it might finish.
Yeah.
So, which is good in a way, because it gives you new opportunities, new visions of things that can happen. It lets you be open to life.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
lets you really appreciate what you're living in the moment, understanding that at some point maybe it won't be there anymore. I
yeah.
think this is a quality particularly strong in you that's quite rare to meet in people.
Oh,
as
it's
well.
in everyone, I think, yeah. But we just don't dare to see it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter,
just
okay.
to look at it. I really believe that we all got that, all in ourselves. We just need to, unveil all the things we've been sitting for so long,
Yeah.
that has been covered by conditionment, by friends and parents and life and schools and
Yeah.
and works and all the things. Like we just need to take that
Yeah.
out, throw everything away. Look at things who's gonna stay permanent. Because
Yeah.
all the things are not permanent anyway. So just discard them.
And it's almost, it seems like often it's coming from a fear that if we let everything go, we won't ever have something as good again. But I feel like in your life, you've done like 5 major, do you want to share
Switch,
some of
yeah.
the story of them? Because it's so
Yeah.
fascinating.
Well, I started my life at 18 years old being a fireman, because
In France.
in France, yeah. It was due to I've got my brother is mentally disabled. He's got autistic. He's like kind of autistic, and he's got epilepsy. We had a swimming pool, and he drowned himself right in front of me, like probably 3, 4, 5
Oh
times.
my God.
And I've never been able to do anything, and I feel so powerless seeing him drowning. And I was like, I need to be able to do something to help him if something happened again. So I
so
just
intense.
started to study first aid, and so I went to the Red Cross to pass all my first help and first aid and everything. And I was like, okay, this is what I need to do, because now I can help people, I can help him, I can do whatever. So I become fireman, because in France, fireman is also being paramedic.
Paramedic, yeah.
You do both over there. And so I did that for 8 years.
Wow.
Until my father passed. And the problem in France, because fireman and paramedic is a social service. Anyone and everyone can call you. So you're more like a social assistant than doing emergency, you know?
Okay.
Like 90% of your duties is talking to people who are depressed, who got a sore stomach, who got all sorts of weird issues, because it's a social service. They
Or
can
just
call
need
you
to
for
talk to
anything.
somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And losing my father at that time, I lost in the same months. I lost my father, my grandmother, and my
goodness.
girlfriend at that time left with my best friend.
Oh my God.
All of that in 1 month.
Wow.
Yeah. So the strong Julien that I thought was with that beautiful job and beautiful life just suddenly disappeared. And I was like, it's time for me to do something else. And at that time, I had a friend who studied in Australia and said, take a year off, come over, we'll do some fake resume for you to be a chef, because you love cooking, that's your passion. You're like, no way, I'm not speaking English, I don't know how to work in a commercial kitchen, there's no way I can do that. So at least come for a month, you come to my
Yeah.
place, you do something else.
That's so
Like,
nice.
let's do it. So she did my visa, I arrived over there, we did some fake resume, and I ended up finding a job as a chef in a Mexican restaurant
Was this in Melbourne?
on the Gold Coast.
In the Gold Coast?
Yeah, Bullyheads. It was in Bullyheads in Coolangatta.
Wow.
And there we go, I was managing 2 restaurants, being a chef, managing people. I was like, wow, this is insane. So I was like, okay, this is my next chapter.
Yeah.
So came back to France and study hospitality, because I wanted to do something
Yeah.
very formal to be able to stay in Australia, because I really wanted to come back to Australia. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, this is the place I want to be for the next few years, where I can evolve. So I studied hospitality, ending up working in an amazing Michelin star restaurant, managing this 5-star hotel luxe,
Wow.
looking after those people. I was like, wow, this is amazing. This is my opportunity to come back to Australia. But I was too old to apply for a new visa in Australia, so I went to New Zealand. In New Zealand, I work in 2 different restaurants, managing two fine dining restaurants in Auckland. And from Auckland, I was sending my resume in Australia to be able to get a sponsor.
Nice.
And Shannon
Was it real
Bennett,
this time or still fake, the
Sorry?
resume? The resume
no,
was
this one,
real
this
by
one
this
was
point.
real, yeah, with my experience. This one was like formal, like, and working in fine dining, you need a good reference, you can't get a job like that, And so that's where I get hired by this guy in Melbourne, Shannon Bennett at Vue de Monde, which was
amazing.
like 50 best restaurant in the world.
Yeah, it's very famous.
Yeah, it was opening. He had this project of opening a new fine dining restaurant in the Rialto Tower, so a restaurant in a 360 degrees view.
Yeah.
He was looking someone to be the fromager, to build up a cheese trolley, to teach the staff about cheese, and had a bit of knowledge about cheese. My uncle made cheese. I was passionate about cheese, but once again, in Australia, everything is doable.
You just have to have the confidence to just go all in and just be like,
Well, like, that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm a cheese expert.
I'm a cheese expert. I'm gonna do it. And there we go. The guy hired me to become a fromager at Vue de Monde.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, that was amazing experience. I worked for him for 4 years. Met my partner at that time. And lived 10 years in Melbourne. I had an amazing time over there, working in fine dining environments. Having review in a Good Food Guide and people doing a review about me and everything. Yeah, that was kind of an amazing experience. And then we moved to Sydney to do something different. But my partner was naturopath, so because I was in hospitality and we didn't see each other, I had to change lifestyle. So my new career arrived at that time. I'm like, oh well,
another plot twist.
Another one. And I was like, well, I'm good at gardening. I love gardening. I might do some landscaping business. So I worked for a professional landscaper for a couple of years, who became an amazing friend and helped me building up my business.
Cool.
And so I had a landscaping business after that for 4 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
In Sydney.
in Sydney, on the northern beaches of Sydney, in Avalon. And amazing experience again, new life, and love being in a garden, study permaculture. We had a project with my partner to have a piece of land, be off-grid, grow vegetables. She'll be doing naturopathy consultation. We're a colonic hydration therapist. So she wants to implement that as well. And that was the 3rd chapter. And the 4th chapter, we opened I had to stop landscaping because I had a sciatica, so I did my back, and I was in my couch for a whole year. Oh my goodness. Yeah, because I had I bulged a disc and I had a sciatica for a whole year. No. Yeah, terrible. I become depressed actually at that time.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
It was very hard. That's when I actually started being interested into spirituality.
Interesting.
Out of body experience, consciousness, and all the things, yoga to look after my body.
That you had the sciatica and you started to get into these kind of things. Interesting.
Yeah, that was about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And things started to open in my mind a bit differently, looking at the world differently, looking at myself differently. And I was like, oh, I'm much more than a body, actually. I'm creating all this problem, and where anxiety comes from, actually, it's me being not happy with my life, actually, and me actually putting all those conditionments again on myself.
Yeah.
So I need to find out how to be more happy about that. So that's where I started meditating and doing yoga and doing vipassana, and that's when, I found that we were a light. We were actually a soul. We were actually much more than a body. We are an energy actually before to be a body. And that's when
everything
a new
changes
chapter
from
changed
that point.
again. But not quite there, because I actually opened a deli at that time.
A deli?
Yeah. Fine deli. So I was importing French goods from France, from artisan products.
Wow.
So I had a cheese and wine shop. We were selling 70% of our goods were cheese and wine.
Yeah.
Because I was now a cheese expert.
Well, yeah.
Yes, so I could open that, and it just happened that someone was selling a cheese shop, a little shop down the road where we were living, and that French girl had that shop that I could transform into a cheese and wine
cool.
shop. So started to import wine and cheese and cured meat, all those fine goods from France, from my little artisan product. I had a name for myself from hospitality as well already, so people knew that I was good advice, I had good product, and they could taste by themselves.
Yeah.
I had really niche product that you couldn't find anywhere else.
Yeah.
So that completely boomed. We had an amazing business. Actually, my partner had to quit the job of naturopath and come and help me full time in that journey. We had like we had 5 employees. It was like out of control, and that's where COVID hit it actually, and that's where we boomed.
Yeah.
Because we were like essential shop.
Yeah.
So people were treating
There's
themselves
nothing else to do than stay
with
home
wine
and
and
eat
cheese, exactly. Like,
Wow.
so that was an amazing journey. But things were going down in our relationship, so we after that we had to sell, and that's where the finding myself journey really started. Yeah, basically. Yeah. So I'm talking a lot, huh?
No, it's perfect. This is exactly what I want.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, the finding yourself journey. Sometimes I think life has to remove the things that we're not using as crutches, but a little bit are like just keeping us occupied with other things, to be like, okay, if I take some of these things away, like, when are you going to look inwards? Like, when are you going to look inwards?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's like, okay,
Yeah.
now maybe okay.
All the things happen to me for be able to look inside, to start looking really what's real.
Yeah.
What is real?
Actually, and I was thinking this before.
Yeah.
The other day, because we've been meditating here in the Matramandi. We're both in Oroville, just for context.
Yeah.
And it's a golden orb where you can meditate with a little pond underneath, a lotus pond. And we were both going there often. And then after one of these yoga sessions in the morning, one guy came up to you and he was like, I've seen you meditating so much down there, like so much. And he was like, what are you doing? And I loved your answer to him. Can you share what you said to him?
Yeah, amazing. That bestseller awards writer. I say that I was finding myself.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was coming to find my true self.
Yeah.
And to find who I
and
really
the
are.
divinity inside, or something like this. It was almost, what was
I
the
don't
word?
remember everything. Yeah, sorry, I've got really bad memory.
No,
but,
and it was so succinct what you said to him, and I was like, that's the perfect answer in this situation.
and that's what he
Like,
needed
else
to
could you
hear, because he
possibly
was
do?
like, oh my God, like that's what I've been looking for my whole life as well. That's what I'm doing. I'm writing books about spirituality and finding yourself, finding your true self. I'm a teacher in a
Yeah, this is what he said.
in a church school or whatever it is. Yeah.
But somehow it was a groundbreaking concept that you were meditating for.
Yeah, for him.
this time,
Yeah,
and
but I think it's in silence, when we be able to stop thoughts, that we can find really who we are. Where answers come out actually clearly. When we can actually stop thinking.
It's a $1 million question, isn't it? How do you stop thinking?
By meditating and by diving deep inside you, and to have the courage to find all your dark spots, all the fears you've been holding for so long, all the things who've been stopping you to be who you really are. We all are a light. So I'm coming back to what I was saying. We are a light before to be a body.
Yeah.
We are a divine consciousness, whatever you call it, God, divine consciousness, light, soul. I think growing up, you discard a lot of things, and there is just one thing who will remain, who's permanent, is that light who's inside you.
Yeah.
Who keep calling you to come back to your true essence, to what's permanent.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting emotional.
Yeah.
It's just,
it's very beautiful.
it is absolutely amazing to dive to what's really you.
Yeah, to connect to that.
Yeah, to find who you are really, and to stop being in fear of what you really are.
Yeah.
To stop putting a mask on being happy or sad or telling the things you wanna, who comfort you basically, telling bullshit, lying to yourself constantly to comfort you in a certain way, to pat you, to say, oh yeah, you're a good guy, you're doing good things, to attach yourself to that materialistic world who's gonna disappear.
Yeah.
Who's gonna vanish whatever you do, to that bedroom that you think it is your home, to that car that you think is gonna drive you to your work, to your food, what you think was gonna feed you and make you healthy, and the sport you're doing in the morning was gonna make you fit. All of that is gonna fade away, and your muscles gonna disappear, your brain's gonna disappear, and everything's gonna disappear. And there is one thing was gonna remain: it's your light.
Yeah.
It's your true self. The thing who's always been there. The love, the consciousness, the real love that we are.
Yeah.
The creating part of what that we are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. And I love how you say that it's like something inside of us, because I feel like the tendency often in like religion, but also in spirituality as well, is this tendency to be looking for something out there, maybe like out there, up there, like in the heaven or in the celestial realm. And it's like, oh, actually, it's not really out there.
Exactly.
It's like
we got
inside
expectation
here.
of thinking that something's gonna fall from the sky and is gonna give us answer, and tomorrow is gonna be a better day because I'm gonna be in a better mood. Or no, you have to pull out your finger from your bum. I'm sorry to say that, but you have to be responsible for your shit and create.
Yeah.
You're a creator. You are the one who can do it.
Yeah.
Who can do everything right here, right now. Not tomorrow, not in the past, not right now. Right now, you want to do it, just do it. Like, it's as simple as that, but fearful as it can be sometimes. It's what you have to do. Be responsible, be courageous to see that things are inside, not outside. Nothing's gonna fall from the sky. There is no fifth dimension that's gonna change the change of the world. No, if you don't decide to do the thing from yourself, nothing's gonna change. What's outside is inside. So all the bad things you see outside is because you didn't resolve things inside. Once you connect to your inside and you look at the good things you are, all the beautiful parts that you have, then suddenly good things start to appear. All the bad things start to vanish all around you, and there is only good things, good stuff coming in. But first, you have to nurture
so for
yourself.
someone that maybe hasn't necessarily started the journey, or it's like interesting to think about, but people are always asking, but how, how do you go inside? How do you start this process of like really looking what's in there and integrating some of these things and finding that you are the light when you're so identified with the physical body, maybe?
Yes, stop attaching things in the outside world. I think that's first of all, stop looking social media, stop looking at your phone, stop being outside comparing yourself to people. Like, that's what we do, and that's what that society do in usual. We just are constantly comparing, trying to fit ourselves in something, in a scale of something. There's nothing to compare. You are a beautiful light, a beautiful person who shine all the time. You just have to trust yourself. Trust yourself. Do have faith in you. Just start your day by saying to yourself, I'm an amazing person and I can create everything I want.
Yeah,
That's
so
it.
beautiful.
That's all. That's all you have to do. By reminding you constantly that you are the light and the one who can decide for yourself.
Definitely. And
That's
it goes
all.
so far beyond, I think, because it's easy to have that as like a platitude or like an affirmation that you say to yourself, but it's a totally different thing to have spent so much time in your own inner being to say that thing with certainty because you've experienced it yourself.
Yeah.
As opposed to being somebody that maybe has never gone inside to explore and then saying, I am the light, I'm the light, I'm the light. Because it's nice to say these things, but it's also like, what are you doing to connect to that part of yourself every day? Like, what practices do you have? What are the things?
At the moment, I'm meditating. That's what I do most of my days.
You're meditating a lot.
Yeah, I probably spend 6 hours in my bedroom every day, just diving to the consciousness, to reach the God in me, to reach what's permanent.
How do you reach it? Can you put like some sort of, I know it's different for each of us and we have a different
I start
kind of
with
inner
breathing.
language. Breathing.
I think breathing, it's the bridge
Yeah.
between your body and your soul. And to connect to that deeply, you need to start breathing.
Yeah.
Feel breathing in, hold the goodness who comes here, because God is in your stomach. You know, we got more neurons in our stomach than we got in our brain.
Yeah.
So we need to nurture our stomach, what we've got in here.
Yeah.
You can feel tension, you can feel everything comes in your guts anyway. Joy comes in your guts,
Yeah,
tensions come
yeah.
in your guts. Everything start here. So
intuition.
come back in your stomach, like go deep into your guts and start feeding by breathing a lot of air in your stomach. That's what I do. I will do some pranayama probably for an half an hour.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anyone is familiar with that, but yeah, you do some technique of yogic breathing basically.
Yeah.
So we all do have shallow breathing. We don't use our lungs a proper way. We use just
Yeah.
10% of our lungs
Yeah.
on a daily basis. So if you start actually bringing more oxygen in your body, you're gonna be more clear in your mind. You're not gonna be
Yeah.
you're not gonna be in your thought constantly. You're gonna be clear. You're gonna decide for yourself. So start breathing properly. Yeah, that's first point.
Yeah.
And then just try to stay focused inside. Just try to meditate even 2 minutes, 1 minute every day. Let's start with that.
Yeah.
Just trying to take out your thought, not being you're not your thought. So just discard them and just stay centered in your breathing. Just listen to your breathing, focus on your breathing constantly. That's what I would do. That's how I started.
Yeah.
Vipassana was focusing on one point. It's the nostril. So you feel the air coming in and you feel the air coming out. And whatever it's happening, if you go on you go with your thoughts, you come back to that all the time. You come back to that all the time. It's you have to be very diligent. You have to be very courageous. You have to be in a practice. You have to do that every day. If you skip one day, you lose it. So I found that. So that's why I'm doing more and more and more and more, because the more you do it, the more you can dive and be in that presence.
Yeah.
In that amazing, beautiful presence of being much more than your body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. And then you've had some extraordinary experiences beyond that, right? Like some out of body experiences, and lucid dreaming, and these kind of things.
Exactly. That's what's happening now. I can during night, if I meditate very well and do that and do the work properly, I can have lucid dreams. So I can be conscious in my dream and decide what to do. Decide to visit places that I've never been, talk to people that I never talked to. Yeah, it's big. It's hard to explain with words all the things what's happening, but because you're in a different state of consciousness, your attention and perceptions is in a different stage. It's still a bit hard to explain. Yeah. But once you touch that, it's addictive. It's addictive because you come back to your essence. You come back to a different stage of dimensions. So we're stuck in a material dimensions, and then we got astral dimensions. We got etherical dimensions. We got different vibrations that we can reach and evolve to get our energy higher and higher and to connect deeper with our true self, I guess.
Yeah. So ultimately that is the point. How has it changed the way that you live your day-to-day life in like normal life, having had these experiences?
What does it change?
Yeah.
Looking at people, when we talk to people in general, is you realize that you're talking to yourself, basically. You ask questions to yourself. It's just a mirror, reflections of what you should hear, or you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
You just realize actually that everything is projecting as actually something that you don't want to see or you want to see.
Yeah.
So you actually open much more, suddenly looking at things very differently, looking that we are whole and I looking at the same thing. But we have a different story about it, and we look at it differently.
Yeah.
And so that gives you more perspective, actually.
Yeah,
and
totally.
That's what it gives, actually.
And
a different perspective. Yeah.
Definitely. And it just makes you so much more open, I think, to life.
It does,
and it's like you have a curiosity that maybe wasn't there before. Because before it was like, why are these things happening to me? And then now it's like, what am I learning? Like, what have I brought this into my life to learn?
Yeah.
What is this a reflection of?
Exactly. So you think by meditating 6 hours a day, you're gonna be like a lonely person and being really in your mind, but you actually want to connect much more with the outside because you realize that what's outside is inside.
Yeah.
So automatically there is stuff that you can't reach by yourself unless you can experiment with others.
Yeah, exactly.
And talk about the experimentation with others, with the perspective of things.
Yeah, completely. And as human beings, like we are in these like physical bodies having this human experience, and we're such creatures of context, I think. So if you stay in your just in your bedroom, or if you are a monk in a cave for your whole life, like you have such little context with which to be life exploring itself.
Yeah.
Whereas like to take that deep knowing of yourself and then bring it out into life and get to meet lots of different people and have lots of different experiences. You create so much context for understanding your own light and the collective light of everyone.
There is stages anyway in that process. Like there is a moment where you need to introspect and be on your own and be in a cave and don't talk to anyone and to appreciate and understand things deeply into yourself, and then you need to incarnate these things. You need to incarnate the divine into that materialistic world.
Exactly.
And so you need to be in exchange. You need to appreciate what you are, what you really are in that world, in that manifestation, and learn again to spread that love, that divine things that we've got inside us.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's such a dynamic process, I think. Like it's so creative and it's so dynamic. And I think that's why it's so beautiful, the way that you live your life and the philosophy that you have, in the sense of like just trusting that everything is cyclic and there's always like seasons of things, and there's seasons where you're a paramedic and then a season where it's like something new and then something, but always trusting that something equally beautiful, if not more beautiful, will come along. Like there are seasons for introspection and then seasons for going like very outwards, and seasons for creating. And it's such a beautiful thing, I think, when we just accept the impermanence of everything and let it be like just an ebb and flow constantly. And say, I'm a cheese expert, and now I'm a permaculturist, and now I'm just traveling in India and meditating, and like just being so. There's such a this is such a lovely part of you, but like such a curiosity and like playfulness with life of like, let's just see, like
exactly.
not be so attached to like something having to be a certain way, or like, because I'm a Michelin star chef, I'm going to be that for the rest of my life at all costs, and like locking ourselves into like small little boxes. And it's so nice to just like take away all the lid and all the walls and just be like, let's just connect in and like see what happens.
Yeah, no expectation, and everything is impermanent. So why would you stay attached to something? Just let it be. If it needs to go now, let it go. Let it go.
And trust that something
else will come up anyway. And it's always hard to dare to do something different, because we never know what we're gonna lose when we're in a comfortable situation. You know, like, oh my God, I'm gonna lose all of that, my cars, my beautiful apartment, my things, my that. But you don't know what you're gonna gain.
Exactly.
You're probably gonna gain a castle, things, a beautiful experience with Michelin star chef, going overseas, speaking a new language. You don't know.
Yeah, you never know.
Exactly.
And it's always something. If you're brave enough to take the leap, it's always something extraordinary.
Yeah, exactly. You never lose. You learn.
You never lose.
You never lose. You learn. You learn or you learn or you win.
You learn or you win.
That's
it. It's both. They're both. Learning is winning and winning is learning.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's such a nice way to look at it. And I feel like the other night we were all having dinner, and it was so fascinating because I feel like there's people around and conversations of like, but how do you find your passion? Like, how do you find what you're passionate about? And I feel like even what you were saying before, but it's also just like, what is something that you love, and then just go all in on that thing, you know what I mean? Like if you love making cheese and you've got an opportunity for making cheese, like put your heart and soul into that.
It.
And then there's no way that you can't be that you won't be successful if you're going.
I'm the proof that there is no rule. Like I didn't have any diploma, I didn't study into it, I was just passionate, I just had a bit of experience with it. It just happened.
A bit of experience and a
trust
fake
yourself,
resume.
trust the process, make yourself like fully responsible for what you want to do, and that's it. It will come. It will appear. You know, it will just suddenly come through. But just trust the process.
Trust the process. Yeah. And I think as well, accepting that You have to learn fast, and then let it be a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning stages of
yeah, it was very uncomfortable at some stage, don't you worry.
Yeah.
It is always uncomfortable at one stage anyway.
Definitely.
Which is good, because you go out from your comfort zone, and
Totally.
and that gives you perspective, and that show you that you can do more, and that gives you so much satisfaction.
Exactly.
And you're like, wow, I'm so proud, I can do this, I can do that.
Yeah, and it's a matter of like stacking proof, I think, because we can say that we want to be confident in all these things, but the thing is, like, we get confident by being very uncomfortable and then proving to ourselves that, like, it's okay, we've got this, we'll somehow survive, and then it somehow becomes easy, and then again it happens again and again. It's like, and then at some point you're like, oh yeah, I can take big risks because I've got all of these times in my past where I did do that ridiculous thing and it was fine. You know, it was uncomfortable, but it was fine.
Exactly.
In fact, it was beautiful, and then it got uncomfortable again, and then it got beautiful again. It's like, then I think that lets you live your life with so much freedom, because you just trust that, like, it's all just unfolding.
Exactly.
Like, just be along for the ride.
As long as you're alive, it's fine, you know.
Yeah.
it's gonna happen, you know. If you can eat and sleep, I think that's two main things for me. Being French,
yeah.
That's all you need. Yeah, a good meal sometimes, and a good sleep, and then anything can unfold after that. Yeah.
The more you connect inwards to that sense of yourself as a light or as a divine being, that kind of thing, does it give you a different sense of freedom, or a different sense in your life in terms of how you would think about it?
It gives me actually a sense of infinite, like
infinite possibilities.
Yeah, infinite possibilities. Yeah, because nothing ends basically. Even if you die tomorrow, something will start again. You know, you will come back. You'll come back again, until you learn fully what you need to learn. So it doesn't matter. We all died already many times. We just don't remember it, and I wish everyone could come back to that. Because once you realize you came again and again and again and again, you're like, so what's the matter? Why you put yourself some trouble saying to yourself, I can't do this, I can't do that? Just do it. Nothing bad's gonna happen. Or, maybe the worst, you'll have a bit of shame, or you'll, I don't know, you'll be uncomfortable. But what it is, you know, you died so many times, you came back so many times. Just enjoy.
Exactly. And it's such a permission slip, I think, to just be so wholehearted in what you're doing, like go all in on the thing, and then don't stay in something just for the sake of it, where you're like half-heartedly living some existence. It's like, that's such a waste of like a lifetime of learning to do. Like, if it's not something that you're wholehearted, like,
if you need to be stuck, it's maybe because you want to learn to be stuck, you know, so just let it be. And then you realize, once you'll be very at that stage where you'll be very uncomfortable and you had enough, and you'll scream for yourself like, I'm done with it, I'm completely done. You'll change, whatever it's happening, it will come to you, you'll change. You're gonna have to, you know, you're gonna cry, you're gonna have some very uncomfortable moments, and until you realize that you need to pull out your fingers from your bum and do something for yourself. Create, do it. Just follow what rings the bell to you, you know. Stop listening or following people who tell you what's good for you. That's the worst things you can do, basically, is to listen to others. Because everyone's got very good advice for you. Yeah. But they advice from themselves. It's not advice for you, for yourself. So I think people who hold truths and got truths for you are people to avoid, you know. Just go and dive with what brings for you. Yeah,
that's all we can do. We can take things and then live them, our own self, from our own being. Yeah, because
we've got preachers everywhere. You know, so I think we need to come back to what's right for us. First of all, be your own preachers, be your own creation. You are all of that. We just forget.
And again, this is the thing of like freedom with responsibility. They go hand in hand.
Yeah, they go together. You have to be responsible. You have to be courageous. It doesn't fall from the sky. Just dare and do it. Be courageous. Nothing bad's gonna happen.
Nothing bad.
Nothing.
Yeah. How do you become courageous?
How do you become courageous? Well, that's a good question. By being responsible.
I had in the back of my mind.
By taking responsibility. By putting one step in, saying, this is the step I'm taking. This is for me and myself only. That's it. That's how you become courageous, is by taking responsibility for yourself.
Exactly.
And listen to yourself. I say no. being courageous is being able to say no.
Yeah.
We always say yes. We always smile and say, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna to please this, to please that, to please someone. No. You have to say no, and there is no. It's not bad to say no.
Yeah.
It's a good thing actually. It's being truthful to yourself and to the others, and people will appreciate you for that.
Yeah.
Actually, they will start appreciating who you truly are when you know how to say no.
Yeah. There's
When you
so
start
much
to say no.
authenticity.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what it is. Start to say no.
Yeah, start to say no. It's
Yeah.
beautiful advice.
Yeah.
I think as well, you have like a very strong physical dedication to your yoga practice.
Yeah.
Which is such a beautiful thing of like also just saying no to our mind sometimes, where our mind is
Yep.
like, no, just sleep in. Like
Yeah,
you don't have to
exactly.
do your practice today.
Exactly.
Like, this kind of thing. But then when you have that discipline and that self-responsibility of like, no, I do this practice every day.
It forces you being in your body. It forces you being with yourself, with your true self, who you really are. You bend your mental to be in alignment with who you truly are, basically. And that's, is a hard practice at first because, you've got your thought coming and saying, oh no, just take it easy today, go and have a breakfast, go and have a juice, go and have a coffee, catch up with your friend, be easy on yourself. Yeah, you can be easy on yourself, but I think if you really want to find out who you truly are, you need to have some discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah. It works for me like this. I'm not saying I'm owning any truth.
Yeah.
This is my own my own testimonial.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense in a way because to be courageous, you have to know that you can rely on yourself. You have to know that you are somebody that has integrity and that somebody that can do what they say they're going to do. So then the way that you demonstrate that to yourself is exactly like this. By like, maybe you don't feel like doing your practice every day, but you do it regardless.
Yeah, exactly. I will do it whatsoever because I know what it gives me at the end. I know what I've got, this amazing, beautiful connection with myself, with who I really are. I'm not putting a mask anymore. I'm just being really me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Really life-changing thing to discover.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah.
And your journey with yoga sounds super fascinating as well because you do Shivananda Hatha, right?
Yep, I did Shivananda Hatha 3 years ago. I went to, I had some friends who were yoga teacher and I asked them what was the best authentic way to become a yoga teacher. And they say if you want something really truthful where you're gonna live like a monk and you're gonna study all the writings and the Bhagavad Gita and explore the yoga world in a real way, in a true way, like they used to do in a basic time. It used to call Gurukul, where you live 12 years with your guru and learn how to clean, how to cook, and that's what we were doing for 6 weeks. You basically clean, you cook, you do everything for yourself. You do your karma yoga, you do, all the things. So it was an amazing experience of being a true yoga for 6 weeks. Very hard.
Very humbling.
Yeah, very, very hard. Eating Sattvic food for... me who love food, a Frenchman where you can't eat
cheese,
no salt,
no
pepper,
wine.
no onion, no tomato, no garlic, all the good things will give flavor to your food. Yeah, you basically fall into introspection. Nothing
it takes
for
away
outside.
everything else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No desire, no escape from the outside. You go inside and that's it.
Yeah, because we are very good at just putting even just little like crutches, like little comforting thing. My
Exactly.
coffee, like it's harmless to have my coffee in the morning, or like it doesn't really matter this. And then when you take all of those things away, it's like, okay, now what?
I don't think we need to do all of that. It works for me, but I don't know. It's a pretty hardcore way to dive into yoga. But if people wants to do it truly, I think that's for them.
Yeah,
go
you
and
did
do
it in North
Shivananda.
India.
Yeah, North India in the footstep of the Himalaya, north of Chandigarh, in a little town called Badi. So it was in Ayurvedic center. Yeah. Ayurvedic clinic, so we could have a treatment of Ayurvedic massage and medicinal treatment only with herbs and plants and everything. That's the principle. and eating only sattvic food, being very silent all the time. The men are separate with the women, of course. It's a bit like the same principle of Vipassana. So you don't look, you're in constant introspection, you're constantly meditating, you're constantly looking inside. Bending the mental to be inside with the divine. Finding the true self.
That's so beautiful. Because I think often a lot of like modern yoga or this kind of thing as well has become really reduced to just a physical practice.
It is, yeah.
Whereas then kind of missing the point of like connecting our mental and physical and then using both of those to go deeper even than that into something again that's like the thing far beyond the spiritual, far beyond the physical body, but letting that be part of a physical practice as a vehicle for coming to that place.
Exactly, yeah. That's what we forget in yoga in general, in that New Age principle, those days where we can be a yoga teacher in a couple of weeks just by doing some headstand and doing some fancy yoga poses. But it's not all about that. It's to align your chakra or actually block them to be able to be centered into your body. And whole asanas are there actually to help you being more in phase, to bring back your soul into your body, basically. Because we're constantly outside our body. We don't feel anymore. We don't even feel our feet on the ground. We don't feel anything, not even our hands. We constantly in our mind, constantly
it's almost
outside.
just like here and like in a cloud above.
That's where we are.
Like
We're never down. We're just above and swimming into clouds. That's what we do most of the time. Come back to your body. Feel for yourself.
Feel your stomach.
Yeah, feel your stomach. Feel your foot into the ground. That's what we all need to do. I think a few minutes a day, a few times a day, just to come back to our body. Just feel how beautiful it is to have this vehicle here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then how could you not trust that life is going to be beautiful and that whatever happens, whatever cycles are happening, like things will start and begin and start and begin and start and begin. And you're about to start a whole new chapter again in France, but also like there's so much just delight in the experience, I think, when you feel home in your own body and you feel connected to the earth, but also connected to the divine.
Things becomes real once you suddenly integrate your body and really experiment the materialistic world with your real connection with yourself within. Then when things start to shift in a way you couldn't imagine for.
And it's such a strange state to be in, I think, to be so identified with the physical body, but also so disembodied in the body, like to just be this part, but identifying just as this and like forgetting about everything else. And it's almost like, I don't know, like being a person that has a Formula One racing car, but then just is using it to go to the grocery store or something like that. And it's like, I think it's so easy sometimes on the spiritual path to just be like, oh, you're just going to be like just up here, like in these celestial realms, and then just to be so stuck on the other end of the spectrum, like just in this part of our head. And it's like, how do we merge those two things and become so embodied in our physical self that we can use that as such a beautiful vehicle to connect to divinity? And then to share that as much as we can with everybody that we encounter, to go all in with our whole heart into like any experience that we live, whether it's to become a cheese expert or to own a deli or to whatever it is, you know, like to then share your light in all of these different ways.
Yeah, you need to take time for yourself to be all the time with yourself, not outside. Stop looking in the mirror, stop looking in your phone, stop looking TV shows and all the things to actually constantly project you outside and make you comparing and being a Formula One cars or being, you know, a beautiful body before being a beautiful soul. That's what we need to take care of, because once you're in tune within, you're in tune with yourself. You're not so anymore. You can feel your body. You can trust your body.
Exactly. Yeah, that's such a beautiful thing, to trust your body. It's like such a life-changing thing.
It is,
Yeah, that's so wonderful. So much beautiful advice that you're sharing. Sharing with us.
Advice. I don't know if it's advice. It's just my testimonial of my life, basically, of what I think is right for me. I'm not saying I've got any truth, but if that can help people finding themselves into that, they'll be wonderful for them. I wish everyone that can connect deeper into themselves, to incarnate really who they are, and stopping projecting things outside and comparing and believing that things and answers will come from outside. Just there, being responsible and courageous, dive into yourself.
And spend time there.
Spend time for yourself.
In like a life where everything is like, do this thing in 3 days, and you will get enlightenment in 2 hours if you just read this book. And
stay away from people who are there to tell you what's good for you. Just trust into yourself. That's what we all need to do here, right now. And it's a beautiful time to do that. And even the world is collapsing everywhere. It's because we're collapsing inside, because all those things are fading away and releasing things, releasing the truth, basically, of what we really are. We are collapsing inside. Just admit it and just look at it. Embrace it, but put some love into it. Just take off of your fear, of your scared, of your face it. Just go and face it.
And do it scared. Like sometimes we're waiting until we don't feel scared anymore. And that moment never comes. It's never come in my life that I've like made a very big decision that I haven't been terrified while I've done it. You know?
I've always been terrified doing all this changement. They never come like this. It was downfall. It was scary.
Sometimes when life pulls the rug up and takes everything away, and you're like, what on earth am I supposed to do now?
Exactly.
Nothing. Like starting again from scratch. And I think sometimes we're like, we'll do this in a moment where it's like, I'm not scared anymore and I've got the right resources. And I feel comfortable. And it's like, you're never going to make a big change in that moment. You're going to have to do it terrified, like shaking in your boots sometimes, like to do this change.
No, you have to embrace everything, all your emotions, the fear, like the joy and everything. Everything is there to tell you something anyway. So just dive into it. Dive into it. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it hurts, but a bit at one stage, it will come up. It's life. Life go up, life go down. It's always the same. Things will happen. The problem is not what happened at the end. It's how you react to what happened. How you gonna? It's gonna happen whatsoever. You can't plan anything. Stop planning because things gonna change whatsoever. So just look how you react to change, and you learn about yourself. You start learning about yourself when you see yourself reacting to changement. I'm scared in this situation. I'm fear when that happened. But that's what I am. That's who I am. That's what I am.
It's the biggest mirror.
Yeah, exactly. So learn yourself, and that's when you can actually starting polishing that beautiful crystal that you are, and getting those faces beautiful, shaped and
It's so nice. So
So
beautiful.
it's very nice chatting with you about all of that. It's been wonderful.
Any parting little gems of wisdom you would like to share?
No, I think we've been sharing and covering it all. Just dare being yourself. Say no when you need to say no. That's important. Be truthful. Don't dare. Be courageous. Be responsible. That's all I will like to say to people. To stop waiting. Stop wasting and waiting. Just do it. Do it. There is no time. There's no time. You might die tomorrow. You don't know. I don't want you. I don't wish you to die tomorrow. But life can end up very quickly. Things can end up very quickly.
And there's extraordinary things
say
waiting.
Things. Say things. Dare to say things. Dare to say no, especially to people you love, because that's where the fences are. That's where you're stopping yourself being yourself. It's to say no to the people you love, actually. To show them the real person you are. You can be different. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you disappoint them. Just be happy with yourself. Even if you disappoint people. You will lose people. It's changement. It's part of the changement. Some people will go away, and that's what's going to make you evolve, actually. That's when actually you're going to discard things in your life.
Make space for new things
to come. And new people will come.
New experiences, new opportunities.
So just dare. Say
be
no,
courageous.
Be responsible, be courageous. Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Julien.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your time.
Lovely.
Thanks for inviting me.